The talk in America in the past week or 10 days, these fiery town meetings and the rhetoric that has been I would say lowered to such a point that the name calling makes me think that there's never that nobody really has any idea what they're actually talking about. And I think that it is unfortunately having an effect, and we've seen that. But today, at a forum in Nevada, and I'm not sure if it was at a congressional forum or just a healthcare forum. I don't know the actual the basis of it. But one of the ugliest things I've ever seen happen, and you have an Israeli man talking about healthcare. He's not mentioning the president. He's not mentioning anything to do with his partisan politics. He's a man who clearly lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, though he is of Israeli descent, or he looks probably older than someone who was born in Israel, but he certainly lived there for a while. Let's listen to what he has to say, and listen carefully to a woman in the crowd who yells at him. And I show this not because I want to illustrate anything about opinion, because it's clear what my opinion is on this, but the truth of what's going on here is this name calling has debased America. It's gotten to the point where there is racism and now there's anti-Semitism, and you are called something for believing and having an opinion about health care in America, about taking care of Americans. Let's watch this clip.
Israel, the greatest friend America have. We have national health care in Israel. Works fantastic. We take care of our soldiers. They don't left in the street there in Israel. They have the best health care. It's national health care in Israel. We don't give and we have Memorial Day in Israel. We respect the soldiers. We don't do mattresses sales and weekend. We respect soldiers. Here we just talk, but we don't respect them. The guys. Did you hear this? She say to a Jew, Heil Hitler. Here. I'm a Jew. You telling me Heil Hitler? Shame of you! Shame of you!
Do you have something you want to say?
What you can tell me Hitler? You telling me to a Jew? Heil Hitler! Shame of you! All my family got killed in the Holocaust and that. Heil Hitler!
You ought to be the most against President Obama. You ought to
I'm not
scared.
I want to talk not against Obama or for Obama. I want to talk about the health of Obama. And I didn't have insurance. I didn't have insurance. I got to Spring Valley Hospital. 2 hours in emergency room. How much you think they asked me to pay? 2 hours. $8,000.
I mean, that's it speaks for itself. There's nothing I can say about that other than, we're talking about the dialogue of taking care of Americans, the government taking care of its people, which to me is the chief role of government in the United States, is to take care of its people, the people that can't take care of themselves. It's why Katrina and the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina was so despicable, because it was America unable to take care of the people who needed it most. And once again, we're talking about health care. We're talking about insuring the uninsured. It should be a birthright. It should be something that is an obligation to all of us to take care of the people around us. First of all, we'll get to this a little bit later on because we have some interesting guests, including Jonathan Alter. We have Dr. Len Saputo. We have Congressman Lynn Woolsey talking to us later on. And we're going to talk about, what the role of government is here, about taking care of the uninsured, and the cost of it, and how, it will be a cost savings once we get people taken care of, because people will not be spending as much money on their health care. But let's just talk about what's going on in this country right now. This name calling, this was not about, this was a child in a playground. This was not about the issue of healthcare. This was a man who was saying how much it cost him to go into the emergency room, how in Israel they do have healthcare and it works, and then you have a woman screaming Heil Hitler. It's a Jewish American or a Jewish man talking about healthcare, and that's what the other side has to do. And it's these scare tactics and the name calling. I don't know what's happening in America right now, but it's pretty frightening, because we're talking about something as benign as health care. That's what this is, taking care of Americans. The Democrats are going to have to change the way they address this debate. They're going to have to change the way that they talk about it. We're going to have to play the game of sloganeering, because it works for them. It works when Senator Charles Grassley of Iowa is able to get all these concessions out of the Democrats. Then he's able to talk about how pulling the plug on grandma, and then all of a sudden you have the catchphrase of death panels. I mean, that stuff works, so we have to counter it with something.
Watch the live show at theyoungturks.com.